Sir Isaac Newton was one of the brightest minds that ever lived, but did you know that he believed that the universe and the world would reset in the 21st century? According to published writings by Newton, he believed that the world as we know it will end very soon, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right now on I.O. Welcome back to InformOverload, your one-stop shop for trending news, conspiracy theories, and doomsday prophecies. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and if you're too lazy to find cool stuff on the internet, hit that subscribe button and we'll find it for you. That's a promise. Oh, and make sure you follow us on social media. Our links are posted down below. Sir Isaac Newton was an English mathematician, astronomer, theologian, author, and physicist. Newton is literally the guy who discovered gravity. You know, like the apple guy, the one that fell on his head? Yeah, that's Newton. He's one of the most influential scientists of all time. We have Newton to thank for the laws of motion and universal gravitation, which was only outdated by the theory of relativity. He also discovered the color spectrum, which he demonstrated using a glass prism placed in front of a beam of light. For all his contributions to the realm of science, Sir Isaac Newton was knighted by England's Queen Anne in 1705. So this Newton guy, he's a pretty smart guy. It's an understatement. Nothing like a lot of the other doomsday theorists we currently have. I mean, the guy figured out how gravity works. But for all his accomplishments in the scientific community, Sir Isaac Newton also believed that the world would end in 2060 AD. He predicted it in the year 1704. He also had other dates in mind, 2034 for example, which is a lot sooner than 2060. The end of the world that Sir Isaac Newton foretold of might not be the apocalypse that would wipe out life on Earth. He believed that the world as we know it would be replaced with a new world based on a transition to an era of divinely inspired peace. Oh, isn't that nice? So this is because Sir Isaac Newton had religious beliefs, and like other Christians, he believed in the second coming of Christ. The second coming of Christ is not the same thing as the rapture, though both of them do have something to do with the world as we know it ending. The rapture is the one where all the non-believers will die while all the Christians will be saved. It's a well-known fact that Sir Isaac Newton had a lifelong interest in religion and believed in the existence of God. As well as being a scientist, he studied the Bible. Newton published many writings in his time, but under an alias, Jehovah Sanctus Unus, he wrote about the second coming of Christ. Christian theology dictates that the second coming of Christ will cause the establishment of paradise by the kingdom of God on earth. Sir Isaac Newton wrote of this in Observations upon Prophecies of Daniel and the Apocalypse of St. John. So by using the book of Daniel, he predicted that the world would reset in the year 2060, at which point the earth would once again become the kingdom of God. So how confident is Sir Isaac Newton that the world as we know it will end in 2060? He was reportedly as confident in his theory about when the world will end as he was confident in his scientific hypotheses. He said that the apocalypse would not be fully understood until the time of the end, and that none of the wicked shall understand. Hear that, you wicked people? You just don't get it. But Newton gets it. I got you, Newton, don't worry. So why are we all just learning about this right now? Well, a writer named Florian Freistetter unveiled this prediction in his book Isaac Newton, the asshole who reinvented the universe. What a wonderful title. And it's not like this prediction by Newton is a secret. I found articles about it dating back like 10 years. In fact, scholars across the world are very well aware of this lesser known side of Sir Isaac Newton. His end times prediction has recently come back into the mainstream again through Florian Freistetter's book. It's pretty interesting that a man who was such a brilliant scientific mind could also be extremely religious. It's difficult to think that scientists and religious people could agree on something, but Sir Isaac Newton was both. But Newton was religious because of the time that he lived in, which was the 18th century. Back when the scientific revolution was happening, which Isaac Newton was one of the driving forces of, there were plenty of great minds who were both religious as well as science oriented. Religion was very much a part of life up until very recently, and it was very much a huge part of Sir Isaac Newton's life. He was also someone who believed in magic. He once tried to seek out the Philosopher's Stone, and he also tried to turn metal into gold. It didn't work, but you get the picture. Is it entirely possible that if Newton lived today, he might not have been religious? Well, that's a possibility, but I feel like he would be far less interesting. I actually loved that one of the brightest minds that has ever lived was also religious. I think it's kinda cute. Also, side note, Newton was a looker, guys. Like, bring up a pic. What a babe. I also heard that he was kind of a jerk though. Like for real, he didn't marry, he didn't have friends, and while he was the master of the Royal Mint of England, he had a coin counterfeiter publicly hanged and disemboweled. Ugh, man, why do I always go for the hot jerks? Anyways guys, I'm gonna stop talking about my crush on Newton, I'm gonna respond to some comments. Tyler Hinn said, I.O. is so good! Hashtag notification squad. Thanks Tyler. Make sure you join the notification squad also so you can be the first to know when we upload our videos. Loveland Dovey said, this world keeps getting better and better. I love how you wrote this on a video about a pair of YouTubers who were pretending to die for views. Jonathan Turner said, wish I had the choice to revoke my view from a video I viewed. Wow, that's kinda mean. See, that's why clickbait exists, dude. Alright, the video is over. I'm gonna go look at pictures of Sir Isaac Newton, but if you want to, you can keep watching I.O. by checking out this playlist right over here. And if you enjoyed your time here, or if you learned something today, make Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe and notification bell, and I will see you in a future IO video.